Good morning, students. A warm welcome to our history class. Every year, we all celebrate 1st May as Maharashtra Day, since this was the day on which our state, the state of Maharashtra, was formed and came into existence in 1960. Prior to 1960, the state of Maharashtra, along with the current Gujarat state, was included in a vast state of Mumbai. In 1960, the state of Mumbai was dissolved and two independent states, current state of Maharashtra and current state of Gujarat, were formed. Let us know about the formation of our Maharashtra state and get familiar with the significant events that took place during its formation in today's class. Children, before independence, India was divided into provinces and princely states. When India gained independence, there was need of reforming the states. There were a lot of discussions that had taken place on how states should be reformed. What should be the basis for the reconstruction of states? Many were in favor of reconstructing the states on the basis of language. Even the desire of creation of Maharashtra state out of the Marathi speaking regions of erstwhile Mumbai, Hyderabad and Madhya Pradesh stirred up in order to give recognition to Marathi language. The desire to have a state of Marathi speaking regions also showed up in the pre-independent era by great leaders like N.C. Kelkar, Lokmanya Tilak, etc. But from 1946 onwards, this desire took the shape of a movement called Samyukta Maharashtra movement, through which the leaders presented their demand of Samyukt Maharashtra, that is, unification of the Marathi speaking regions into one state of Maharashtra, and passed a resolution of Samyukta Maharashtra in the Sahitya Sammelan at Belgaum on 12th May 1946. To put forward the demand of unification of Marathi speaking regions, a parishad called Maharashtra Ekikaran Parishad or Samyukt Maharashtra Parishad was formed. On 28 July 1946, the parishad was called at Mumbai and Shankar Rao Dev was the president. The parishad passed a resolution that all Marathi speaking regions of Mumbai, central provinces, as well as of Marathwada and Gomantak should be included in one state. Children, Marathwada then was in Hyderabad state. Children, different committees and commissions were appointed by the government for the purpose of forming linguistic provinces, to study the different proposals and plans and to take concrete steps. One such commission was the Dar Commission, which was established by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who was the President of the Constituent Assembly under the chairmanship of Justice S.K. Dar on 17 June 1947 for the purpose of forming linguistic provinces. The Commission published a report on 10 December 1948, but the issue of unification of Marathi speaking regions remained unsolved. Later, the Indian National Congress Party appointed the JVP Committee on 29 December 1948 to study the conditions of creating linguistic provinces. Even the JVP Committee, which was led by Jawaharlal Nehru, Vallabhbhai Patel, and Patabi Sitaramaiah, did not talk in favor of linguistic creation of states by suggesting that the Congress accepts the concept of linguistic state in principle, but the time was not proper for it. Severe response was demonstrated throughout Maharashtra against the report made by the JVP committee. There were rallies held by the leaders like Senapati Bapat for the awakening of people. The leaders like Acharya Atre got past the proposal of Samyukta Maharashtra with Mumbai, which was a state then, in the Mumbai Municipal Corporation by gaining majority. This showed that the majority Marathi speaking regions of Mumbai were in favor of Samyukta Maharashtra. The Government of India appointed a commission for reconstruction of states on 29 December 1953 under the chairmanship of Justice Fazal Ali. This commission presented their proposal of creation of Mumbai as a bilingual state, a state of two prominent languages, Marathi and Gujarati, on 10th October 1955. Let us know about the Nagpur Pact. The leaders from the Marathi speaking regions of Mumbai and other states came together in Nagpur in 1953. They signed the pact to form a state of Marathi speaking regions. According to this pact, Samyukta Maharashtra was formed, including the current regions of Western Maharashtra, Vidarbha, along with Marathwada. According to the Nagpur Pact, the assurance was given that ample finance will be provided for developmental work and for technical and vocational education, and government services will be provided in accordance with the population of that particular region. Children, all these provisions were necessary for a balanced development of these different regions. It was also decided that once in a year, an assembly session will be held in Nagpur catering to the needs of Vidarbha region. Later, the struggle for the formation of Maharashtra with Mumbai began, demanding the creation of Samyukta Maharashtra with Mumbai and Vidarbha. There were meetings, protests that took place on huge scale against the separation of Mumbai from Maharashtra. Let us watch a video and know more about the struggle.
Nagpur Pact. Marathi people of all regions should resolve to make one state was the purpose of signing the Nagpur Pact in 1953. According to this pact, Samyukta Maharashtra was formed including Western Maharashtra and Vidarbha along with Marathwada. In 1956, as per the amendment of the Constitution, Article 371(2) was included in it. According to the Nagpur Pact, assurance was given regarding the equitable financial provision for developmental work, ample finance for technical and vocational education, and provision of state government services in particular regions in accordance with the population, and assembly session once in a year should be held in Nagpur, etc. The struggle of Marathi-speaking people for formation of Maharashtra with Mumbai had begun. A huge meeting was held on Kamgar Maidan in Mumbai. At that time, Shankar Rao Dev said, "We will oppose the separation of Mumbai from Maharashtra up to our last breath." The emotions and demands of the people took the form of public agitation. Women also spontaneously started participating in it. Sumati Bai Gore, Ismat Chugtai, Durga Bhagwat, Tara Reddy, Charushila Gupte, Kamalatai More, Sultana Johri, and many such women took part in the agitation. On 7th November 1955, there was meeting of labours. Various labour organizations, communists, Praja Socialists, Socialists, Peasants and Workers' Party, Janasangh, etc., all these political parties participated in it. Comrade Shripat Amrut Dange presided over it. Here, S.M. Joshi proposed a resolution that Samyukta Maharashtra with Mumbai and Vidarbha should be created.
The discontent among the Marathi-speaking people against the government began to grow that led to the Grand March led by Senapati Bapat to Vidhan Sabha. During that time, Morarji Desai was the chief minister. In order to bring the situation under control, the government declared a ban and started lathi charge at the protesters. Even tear gas was used by the government. An open meeting was conducted on Kamgar Maidan on the same evening with a mob of around 50,000. Comrade, that is the communist leader Dange, Shripat Dange, guided the people, and the decision of one-day token strike on 21st November 1955 was taken to accelerate the struggle The struggle for Samyukta Maharashtra did not stop with one day strike, children. It continued, and many other important steps were taken by the leaders to fulfill the struggle. We will learn more about them in our next class. Now, read this part of the lesson and complete the notes that are based on this part of the lesson. Thank you, children.